Hello everyone, welcome back to another video about Assassin's Creed Origins. So, I've made a video similar to this already a few weeks ago about the reasons why I think Assassin's Creed Origins, at the time I called it Assassin's Creed Empire because this was before all the Origins stuff was revealed and all that good stuff, but a few weeks ago I made a video on the reasons why I think Empire will be announced at E3, and no one believed me. Everyone was like, nah, it's going to be announced before, but I stand by my point now. Definitely, the Empire and Origins, same thing, will be announced at E3 because of the reasons I'm going to be saying in this video. So today's video is going to be about the reasons why I think Origins is definitely, without a doubt, going to be announced at E3 2017. And here's why. So do you guys remember that leak a few weeks ago that we got that specified loads of apparent details about Assassin's Creed Origins, like where it's set, what the main character's like, what characters in the game, about the modern day, all that good stuff. It also specified that the game will be announced by Ubisoft before the 30th of May. If you guys don't realize already, it's the 1st of June and we don't have an announcement from Ubisoft or anything, so a little bit fishy there. You know, I don't think that it will be announced. Obviously, we had the t-shirt design that we had a few days ago that was really cool, but it's still not an announcement. Obviously, it was a leak, it wasn't any form of announcement. The only form of announcement that we've got from Ubisoft related to Assassin's Creed is that Assassin's Creed will get an announcement soon. I don't know if the leak was talking about that, but they specifically said that marketing will begin before the 30th of May, and it's the 1st of June, so you know, it's bit weird there. You know, it kind of discredits the leak completely. There was no evidence to back it up at all, and it kind of formed off the back of the leaked screenshot that we got of the guy on the boat, and it kind of had no credibility whatsoever. But yeah, that leak is completely fake because it specified that marketing and the announcement and everything will be before the 30th of May. That is my point, and it's the 1st of June, therefore the leak is completely fake. Now, the 30th of May really is the latest of dates that I would expect the game to be announced by. It's way too close to E3 now. We're literally like 2 weeks away from E3, even less than that, so announcing it now would literally be counterintuitive to Ubisoft. It would not do anything for them if they announced the game now and then released a few bits of gameplay at E3. It'd be a lot better and a lot more impactful if they were to announce it at E3 as their huge reveal, especially considering they've already announced Far Cry 5, one of their bigger titles, and that means what is left for E3? Literally nothing. They're not going to do another Watch Dogs game because Watch Dogs 2 was received really badly by the majority of people, and also it's just not going to be announced anytime soon whatsoever. So this leaves basically nothing for Ubisoft to announce at E3. So that's where Assassin's Creed comes in. Assassin's Creed is going to be Ubisoft's saving grace when it comes to announcing games at E3. Like, obviously, they may have a few new IPs in there. You know, we had Steep last year, and there may be just a few new games in there. That's great. But to bring it all back, to make it worthwhile, they need one of their biggest titles in there, you know? They need a game like Assassin's Creed to be able to actually make their press conference worth something, instead of being a press conference in which they talk about South Park or talk about some random new IP that Yves Guillemot's shat out his ass in an attempt to make a great game. You know, we need a game that people care about, a game that has an established fan base and has been waiting for a game for the past 18 months or however long, and that game is Assassin's Creed. And Assassin's Creed is obviously a huge game in the world in general, which will bring a lot of traction to Ubisoft, and people will just love it. They'll be like, Assassin's Creed announcement, it's fucking insane. They left it to right at the end. People didn't think it was going to happen, and it finally happened. It's the only game that they have that's a huge title that they have left that they haven't announced yet. Because obviously a lot of Ubisoft's major titles, such as Watch Dogs 2, For Honor, and Ghost Recon Wildlands, have all released earlier in this year or late last year. So there's nothing left for them to really do, and Assassin's Creed is the main last thing for them to actually announce at E3. And if they have nothing at E3, the company will be forgotten this year, and that's not what they want to happen. I'm sure that's not what Ubisoft intend. So the only thing that they've got left up their sleeve is Assassin's Creed. They're not going to announce it in like a week or so. They might as well wait for E3, in which hundreds of thousands of people are watching on the stream at home, and there's thousands of people actually at the different press conferences, you know, with press passes, people that are there at the event and all that good stuff. You know, it's just going to be a lot better for Ubisoft if they decide to announce the game on the big stage, show a cinematic trailer, show a gameplay trailer, and show a bit of gameplay as well. But yeah, I'm not just going to repeat all the points I made in the last video. I'm going to actually put the last video in the description of this video so you guys can go watch that for all of the other reasons why I think Assassin's Creed Origins will be announced at E3 by Ubisoft. People didn't believe me. People were like, nah, it's going to be announced in May. It's going to be announced in May. And I was like, no, I think they'll say it for E3. And everyone disbelieved me. Everyone disagreed. But I genuinely do believe, and I know a lot of other people now believe too, that the game will definitely be announced at E3 2017, and I think it'll be fucking amazing, guys. We've waited this long, we can wait a few more weeks, it's okay, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more gaming news and content in the future, and also remember to comment down in the comment section below telling me, guys, what you think of this situation with Assassin's Creed Origins and whether or not you think it's going to be announced at E3. Also, guys, I've got a video coming tomorrow, hopefully, if I can actually make it today, kind of rounding off everything about Origins and kind of how I want the game to be, how I want it to play, and it's going to be a big edited in-depth video, and I really hope it'll be awesome for you guys, and I really hope it doesn't take too long for me to edit because I might have to push it out a couple days, but I'm going to try and get it out there for you guys, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.